Hello and welcome to this Project Management Office slide webinar. I'm going to be spending the next 10 minutes sharing with you about the benefits of setting up a Project Management Office for your organization. I have in my audience a group of people who are leaders and decision makers, okay, in their field. And because of that, I do believe that it's important to work with each and every one of them, each and every one of you on my audience today, to show you the way forward, okay? To set up a project management office for your operations, since you represent large organizations and you make those decisions for yourself. So basically, what I want to share right now is I want to ask that question. Excuse me, just a moment. Let me get this done. What I want to ask right now is, that this brief meeting to just describe Project Management Office, the setup and operations for large organizations, is for leaders and decision makers and top executives with the authority and will to initiate change. In this forum today, I have in attendance business leaders from Europe, Africa, Canada, and the United States. I know that although they are in these locales, their operations span through other countries in their continent and to the rest of the world. Having said that, the way we conduct business has changed, at least most especially in the last 18 months or nearly 2 years. This change was necessitated by current lingering fallouts from the global social distancing mandates due to COVID-19. And it does seem as if COVID-19 is here to stay, what with the variants we're experiencing, and all the goings on in most of the countries in the world are shutting down a second and a third time. The big question now is, in this kind of environment that is stifling and that is insisting that we do our businesses virtually, how do we generate and sustain global visibility for our organizations? How do we generate and sustain global competition for the work that is available out there? How do we control our operations and our operatives who are working virtually? Bear in mind that these have been made more challenging by the need to work virtually. We found ourselves using more consulting services, and our ground operations are suffering. In order to forge a linkage between our ever-growing virtual operations workforce and our ground crews, I mean, if you do own and operate maybe a factory, a hospital, a construction firm, or a movie production company, or even a service providing entity, you'll understand what I mean. How do we forge that link between those that are working virtually and those that are on the ground, actually the boots on the ground, actually doing the work? The KDEL team today suggests projectizing your organization, your operations, okay? This will save your organization money and time. It will ensure smoother and more effortless communications and interactions between your stakeholders. It will usher in more efficient task delivery. It will keep your virtual operatives transparent. As a business owner, top executive, or visionary, I think it is time to make trailblazing decisions that leverage the concept of first mover advantage. By first mover advantage, you want to get the full benefits of embarking in a direction that others have not yet started traveling on. Before they wake up, you're way down the line. That's the advantage, the main thing about first mover advantage. So let's recap. Your role as a decision maker in your organization. You want to formulate strategy for your organization. You want to communicate that strategy to your operational crew, to your ground crew, to those that actually do the work. By so doing, you want to also provide them the tools and support they need to win. The objective here is to identify the tools and instruments needed to perform your role in this virtual, competitive, global environment. The direction I suggest to you today is projectizing your organization. And I repeat, I suggest projectizing your organization. What does this mean? It means setting up a PMO, a project management office, for your hybrid, virtual, and co-located organization. It means embracing the PMO methodology that will smoothen your organization's mode of operations. It will improve internal and external stakeholder interactions. It will raise productivity. It will improve external collaborations on large projects, ultimately increase your profits as well as your clients' satisfaction. But a word of caution here. Bill Gates, as we all know, did say that automation applied to an efficient operation will magnify the efficiency. Automation applied to an inefficient operation will magnify the inefficiency. What I'm talking to you about today is a way to ensure that your operation is efficient. So when you bring in automation to it, it is magnified. So let me repeat myself again. I've got corporate decision makers here today because we hope their organizations will be partial to generating and sustaining global visibility for themselves, globally competing favorably for work, controlling their operations and operatives more effectively in a virtual work environment. Some of you will be asking yourselves now, what does a PMO look like and how does it function? Let me describe a project first of all, okay? In describing a project, I want to first of all tell you that a project consists of a small group of people charged with a goal that has cost, scope, quality, and schedule constraints. Basically, this small group of people are the ones that will get the job done. The project runs like a mini company and is responsible for the salaries and expenses of its members and operations. It reports its own profits, which are always much higher than that of the entire organization due to its highly specialized but very few staff. To explain a bit further, a PMO now consists of portfolios, programs, and projects. Portfolios on the top, programs in the middle, and projects underneath. The way it works is that projects report to programs, and programs report to portfolios. Portfolios become part of PMOs, okay? And so all of these, the projects, the programs, and ultimately the portfolios are all part of the PMO. The PMOs, therefore, is a central governing body charged with assigning resources to all project teams. The PMO is the central governing body in your organization charged with assigning resources to all project teams, program teams, portfolio teams. Usually, a PMO setup and management is sequenced in the following manner. If a company is setting you up, like we have the facilities and the client and the manpower to set up your organization so that you have a PMO and so you can quadruple your income. But that will include things like learning management relationships, project management process areas, project management knowledge areas, learning how PMO organograms are put together as structured, portfolio, program, and project structures. Introducing and learning how to use relevant project management software depending on your industry. If you're in the filming industry, it is different. If you're in the hoteling industry, it is different. Okay, if you're in the service provision industry, real estate industry, construction industry, it is different. Whatever industry you're in, okay, your PM software that is relevant to your industry is different. Learning the project management tools and how they work. Now, these are general. Work breakdown structures, Gantt charts, network diagrams, critical paths, just name it. These are the things that are involved in setting up a PMO. Simulating project management, office management, and component interactions, the way they interact, the way the programs and portfolios and projects interact, the way the functional managers and project managers and subject matter experts interact in that whole arrangement. So in summary, I'm saying today that your organization will learn how to leverage technology, okay? Share budget plans with project managers and team members, including schedule and quality expectations. Learn how to delegate and empower team members, particularly with regard to make or buy decisions. Learn how to schedule collaboratively, paying attention to finish start relationships. This and a lot more are part of what your organization will begin to learn, will begin to leverage in order to compete in the global marketplace on a virtual setting. While I thank you for being here and listening to me, I want to remind you that we at KDE Leadership are a US-based consulting group with a vision to help local and global organizations optimize their potential. We're a team of business professionals, and my name is Dr. KDEL, the lead coach. It's been my absolute pleasure presenting the benefits of PMOs today, and I look forward to working with you in the near future. You're going to be asking, what next? Well, what I'm letting you know right now that is next is that right now we're going to be sharing a screen that tells you exactly what it is, what you're going to have to do to get in touch with us, to work with us, to have that free 30-minute meeting with us, where we will be able to help you with your setup. So in effect, while I thank you for being here, I want you to go forward, make up your mind, schedule your free Zoom consult meeting with us. Okay, you can do that at calendly.com/KDE leadership/30 minutes, just as you can see on my screen. And together, we'll walk through your questions and find the best solution to your unique challenges. I want to thank you once again for being here and for listening to me. Do not forget to go online to www.calendly.com/KDE leadership/30 minutes to book your free Zoom consult. And we'll be able to, for 30 minutes, listen to your issues and guide you in the way that you can go in order to really set up your organizations and be competitive in the global marketplace. Thank you for being here with me today, and we'll talk to you later. Take care of yourself and be safe out there. Bye for now.